Aries, how you doing? So we're here to do your, what are we on now? 1st until the 15th of February. I'm trying to get my bearings. Aries. I think something to do with bearing something, or bears, or something's in the woods. Okay, but a bear, they keep saying something's bare-boned or bare-backed, or something's back, or bearing, like a wheel bearing. I'm picking up a wheel bearing for a car, or some kind of bearings for a car. What else are they saying? Something about bearings. I don't know. Does that make any sense? Bearings? Some kind of like bearings. Okay. Let's see. But the moment before, so for Aries, what happened in the moment before? But this will be from the 1st until the 15th when we go in on with the reading. February. But what happened with Aries from the moment before? Show me the moment before things happen with Aries. The moment before, they've got something to say. Someone got something to say again. So, oh, sorry, the deck was in reverse. But the 10 of Wands. So someone's got something to say about the house. Someone's saying renovating the home or the house, or something's being renovated. There's a lot of land that someone's looking at owning. Okay, so you might be trying to own some land or a company. I'm sorry about the light. Own a land or a company, but also building fences is what I'm picking up. Putting up fences, okay. Putting up a border around your home as well. I don't know why I'm picking that one up. This is also like someone needs your attention. They're all focused on this one person here, but you're also studying something. So what happened was more than likely that at home you decided that money was the most important thing, and that sometimes that family were also all talking to one another about money, about money management. You might have got a job to do with managing, a managerial job or something like that, managerial job. So I'm really not picking up too much of the relationship of what may have happened. You may have been focused and determined at work, but then all of a sudden things just... something arrived. Destiny came back into your lap. A book. I'm also picking up a book. Someone started to write a book, okay, or booking or checking account or some kind of booking account of booking something. Okay, I'm also picking up booker, or mucking. This is mucking. Someone was mucking around. Someone felt like they was mucking around, and it was to do with physical land or something, and that it's like a surveyor of surveying things. Okay, so this might have happened in the company, that there was some kind of like surveying, or someone saying something about needing to open up in a relationship, and that it wasn't on great standing, but then it came back in order for you to heal it again. Okay, but I think that someone was surveying their prospects of life and where they want to, what you was doing for a job, and that come to the love factor, that you may have closed something down for a period of time, but someone was also asking for some money, I think, from you, and saying that, can you support us? These people are, I know these people are going to flip out maybe, but these people are begging for attention. Okay, they're also worshipping something. Okay, I'm also picking up like a temple of some sort, but asking you for some money and a loan. Okay, so if you was asking for a loan, you could have been asking for a loan, but I'm picking up that someone asked you for a loan. Okay, to help out a family about them moving with their children that could physically be living with you. But someone at home is asking for a loan as well, or was asking for a loan, but they're also shut down emotionally if you're looking at love. But then it started to heal itself. Your wish to do with a company and business, if you were saving money for renovating, I think that you probably was. And what you wished for is what you got. So I think someone had that before. Be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. Was that in your monthly? You would know that. Sorry, I can't get them all up at the moment. But be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. And you have. There it is, the star. So you got that. You got that job. If you were looking for one, it seems like you got it, and now you're putting money into the bank and saving it, but also ready to spend it. Let's see, Aries. So what happened? Oh dear, so something happened. This is, someone is not paying attention. They have 3 offers here. It's kind of like, I'm just not offered in anything at the moment. I wasn't interested in a relationship, it seems. That someone wasn't interested in a relationship. It felt like this person had got 3 things being handed to them financially. So a lot of you, you probably got like a job, like loads of people offering you certain things or asking for your attention, and because someone was asking for your attention a lot, I think that you passed on a lot of them. Some of this was to do with like passing up stuff to do with like business or land, and you was kind of like, I'll pass and I'll leave that. Some of this was to do with a test, and that you to do with someone because it seems like there is no opportunity, because the opportunity here was taken. The opportunity there for someone to reach out was taken. Okay, and because it was taken, some of you had 3 different options of different people or projects that you could do, and you took one of the options, and one of the options that you may have took was an Aquarian back into your life. You could have at some point taken an offer from an Aquarius. If that's to do with work, I think the offer came through from an Aquarius and you took that. But because it probably ended for a while, and that you turned your focus on family and money, and then all of a sudden you took an offer as well from an Aquarius in some shape or manner, maybe. Let's see what happened with Aries the moment before. But I'm only getting used to these cards because I haven't really used them that much again. Again. Something happened again, Aries. Show me the moment before, Aries. It felt like someone came back again, okay? But you probably decided to be single. This person wanted your attention for something to do with money, and they were asking you for some money, and you more than likely said no, that I can't do it again. Because it feels like that you have enough money to support yourself, but someone was asking for your money and you probably turned them down to say no. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4. Yeah, 4. Could be Scorpio energy. Scorpio. There was some kind of turning down, that someone felt let down. Some of you are determined to own your own company or run your own company your own way, and that you want to work independently for yourself, but these 3 things, you might have different stuff that you do that takes up the majority of your time, and I think that stood in the way of the relationship as well, that someone offered that and it got taken and they came back, but then all of a sudden it feels like that someone's single again or being singled out. Someone felt singled out, as if like I'm being picked on and singled out. So you go from 9 to 8. So there was a lot of focus on money. Okay, before you started work. Okay, before you actually sat down, you took a look at everything as if to say, well, I've got quite a lot anyway. So I think that someone was looking at you as if you have a lot of money, or that you might have, but they were looking at you as if to say you're a loan or something, to loan upon, but lean upon. But you probably took one of these pentacles to give it to someone. 17, 8. You probably give that to them. 12, 3. Again, I think the person, if they asked you for some money, they came back to ask for some more as well. For some more. And I think that you more than likely thought about doing that. I think some of you, if this was to do with surveying and like around the home, that as there was a surveyor or some kind of like stuff around the home that needed doing, and that you needed to save that. I think this is some of the other person, that it was to do with helping out a family, okay, and that they asked for some support to do with finances and money. And that you said, you know, that you probably need to find your own, your own job, which would be a dream. Okay, your own job. And that I think that you possibly turned it down, but they persisted to ask again for something. That they asked for something. Okay, wow, so this person's kneeling down. Kneel. 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 But kneel. No, like kneel. Kneel. I think it was some children as well that were involved in this. Okay, which would obviously be your kids. And I think that you took the time to financially support them. Or this was to do with this move, physical move. Or the home decorating and stuff like that. But there was an offer that was like turned down, that wasn't taken, and someone decided to be single and thought, you know, I'm just going to concentrate on my money, and that's all I really want is just to be single, you know, if you are single. And that, you know, I just want to concentrate on my money and my kids and stuff like that. So that's just a quick rendition while I get used to those cards, Aries. But there seems to be something that was taken, but also turned down at the same time. Let's see quickly. What was that Four of Cups? What was that Four of Cups? The Four of Cups. The Star. Really? The Star. So it seems like something was taken, and it was from this Aquarius, okay, that took... It's either an Aquarius that took something or offered it, and you decided to take that offer from an Aquarius, okay? Or you decided to not take that. It depends whether you took it or not. But it was definitely coming from an Aquarius, okay? I just want to see more about why this star is here. Yeah, because that's the dream, that's the wish. Okay, now I don't know if any of you are in third-party relationships, but a lot of this is to do with study and focus, and that was your main wish, and your main dream was to actually go back to school or study, or that they did go back to school, or they did go back to study something, okay? And that there was an energy around you that was asking for your attention. Okay, we'll leave that one at that because I don't know. Okay, so let's see. So Aries from the 13:31 on the clock. Aries from the 1st until the 15th. Show me Aries from the 1st to the 15th of February. 1st to the 15th of February. So there you go. So it's kind of the same. It's to do with children more than likely. Okay, but you will obviously receive a message to someone wants to talk. Someone wants to talk now, but it's a lot to do with people that have children as well. Okay. So all control. There's a lot. See, this came out for another reading that I've just done. Aquarius reading. They had this in exactly the same place for the monthly. Okay. So there is a lot to do with an Aquarian here, but someone, I think Pisces was also involved in that. There's a lot to do with feeling very, very, very confused and disorientated from children. Okay, that some of you are being, this is definite control. Okay, that there are separations in family, that someone feels that they are being manipulated or controlled in a certain way, that they feel bedazzled by how quickly this starts. It's like an energy that I'm very unsure of because it starts very quickly. Okay, 6 of Cups, definitely to do with family. 7 of Cups here. So you've got a lot of family that are all involved maybe. Okay, a lot of dreams and stuff, a lot of dreaming. But wishing, because it feels like a wish. Like I don't know why I heard death wish. I don't know why. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4 there again. It just seems that because of these controlling energies, this is where my head starts to lose control. It feels like someone was losing control of something, of maybe one of their children, if you are a parent, that you were losing control of them, and that they were doing things that you didn't quite agree with a soulmate. Okay? That's if you've got children, or you just didn't agree with someone that was doing something with a Knight of Wands, because this would have a lot to do with an emotional vampire, okay, that they come in very quickly and then leave, and it leaves someone feeling completely like, well, I've got no idea what just happened. Just, I know what's happening, but I've got no idea what you're going through. It feels like someone saying that you've got no idea what I'm going through in the family. No idea what I'm going through. Let's see, Aries from the 1st to the 15th. Aries, Sun, Rising, Venus from the 1st to the 15th. So you got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but Sagittarius for me, that's definitely also a family member, but that can be you, Aries, okay? That can be you. So standing strong for family, but I think that they're also doing stuff that you may not agree with. I'm also picking up grieving as well. But this Queen of Wands, you, is, if this is you, but it's definitely coming from a fire sign, is wishing that something else would just come along, because there's the Two of Cups that's been taken in this card. The two has been taken from, this person has taken things from a Two of Cups, okay? So they're taking something, or taking too long to open up, or something seems to be taking too long. Because this option could have been taken, you see, and that the soulmate returned, but a lot of people could be going through something very controlling. But I think that's going on with families. But please keep an open mind for these guys, because they are generalised, and not everybody's going to be going through the same amount that other people are going to go through. If you are relating to this slightly, some other people will be going through more than others maybe, but everybody has their own karma. So you got the Queen, you got two women, okay, it could be a same-sex relationship, and that, because there's a lot of femininity, okay, people wanting to take stands, and there's love for family, but there's also someone that don't trust somebody because of control, and it is to do with children. If there is in separation of an ex-partner that's coming through this energy, it could well be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? And that you worry about maybe what they're going to take or what they're going to say, because they could be trying to take the children away and do favours, okay? Because I'm picking up like favours, as if to say, well, I'm playing the parents off, like the children off with the parents kind of thing. And I think that that causes some kind of dynamic of control, where you are still have a tie to them, but the tie that you have is the fact that you've got kids together, right? So that would be a lot of karmic stuff. And some of this energy is coming through that they ask for attention to do with, can the children come and visit, and can they come and stay? But you know that you want to protect yourself away from this past partner, okay, if you don't get on with them, and that you want to protect yourself away from them, and that you try to avoid that, and you realise that they have to maybe go to see the other person while you continue to work. But I think some of you actually still have business ties to deal up with this person, that they're still part of a business that you have, okay, and that your Nine of Pentacles here seems to bring in a good amount of abundance, but I think that you save a lot of that from this other person maybe. But a cross watcher is going to be watching this and obviously get crossed. That's a cross watcher. A cross watcher normally gets cross because you shouldn't really cross watch energy, because who knows? I'm just a tarot card reader. I'm just reading tarot cards. But generally, trust me, if you watch and cross watch, you get cross, you know. And I get cross matched and cross watched, and I get crossed energy. And that's why my energy can start to get confused. And through this, it feels like there's a lot of confusion. Confusion. Okay, wow. So you've got 3 queens now. We 3 queens. You've also got Leo energy involved as well. Leo. Okay, so 3 queens. That's 3 women. 3 women. 3 appearances at court maybe, that some of you are probably taking someone to court. And that could be you taking them to court. That it's to do with child court, a lot of this. Children's... seeking advice from the courts or from higher people to do with like children as well. But 3 queens there, and it feels like you could have 3 sisters or 3 brothers as well, or I mean, I don't know, it feels, because I just heard 3 mothers, but someone wouldn't have 3 mothers. 3 mothers. Some mothers do have them. I don't know, that was a TV show. But 3 mums, there's 3 mums here, okay? Or a friend. But it feels like one of these, you've got the Queen of Swords, is really representing justice and wanting to know what's fair from Leo. And wants some kind of like loyalty, but wants some kind of answer about loyalty from a Leo. And I need some kind of answer. Okay, they're definitely pointing at a Leo. Some of you, I don't know which person's who's blaming who. I'm sorry, but there's 3 women. And they all want a piece of this. They all want a piece of what's going on. There's a lot of denial and a lot of strong energy that's like someone wanting to be single, and it's kind of like, nah. But it seems like someone has a lot of choices between 3 different women. 3 different women. I mean, that can be 3 different men. But in this reading, I seem to be picking up on 3 different women. That's because this is options, right? Listen, I've got choices, and I can have 3 other people, be it man or woman. But I've got 3 options and 3 choices. And the person that's not turning their back is this person right in the middle of the whole lot, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's the only one that's facing me. And the other 2 women are like turned their backs on a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and they're like, we're out. We've got options here. I've got options. And then this queen is like, well, I've got options, and one of my options is a Leo. So what's your option and what's your opinion? Someone is really going for it, because I can't get away from that. These people, this could be a mum as well, okay? It can be a mother or a person. And I want to know about this Leo. I want to know what they're doing, okay? And I'm interested that way. But this fire sign here could be you, as if to say, well, look, I've got options and I've got stuff that I want to do as well. You know, I've got dreams, I've got places, and I've got people to see and things to do. So I'll go my own way. But this one person in the middle of the whole lot is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Right? And they're right in the middle of the whole thing. Someone has like a lot of family that have got soulmates as well, or they've got a lot of people that have got decisions to make and say, look, what do you want to do for yourself? You know, and someone's going through something very controlling, I would say, because this is an emotional vampire here as well. Can be. Because I just heard praise on the... like, because that's getting praise, okay? But also appraisal, but like approval. But also like praise as in pray, right? Praying. It doesn't have to be... It can be religious, but it doesn't have to be Leo. But I'm picking up like praying on someone. Praying. Like waiting to pounce on something. Just wait till you come home, and when you do, I need to know where you've been and what you've done and what you've said. And someone is living in fear because they're either going through that with a complete situation with all of their family members, where there could be more women than there are men, and they're all took a seat, and they're all royalty. All these are royalties. Royalties. Now I'm picking up on royalties of a claim that might be going to court to do with company owning, like company ownement, and like business owning and money owning and heritage and land. This could be land that's all going up for like who owns what and where do we survey and where do we go. And it's like, well, you owe me this amount of money first because we have dibs in that. And, you know, this was our family home. Some of it, this was our family home. And there's 3 sisters or 3 people that are all like got their finger. They're all, because it is. I'm really seeing that now. You're going through something very controlling with different people. I really do think that some of this is to do with this physical land or a move. And it's like, well, you owe me. And I've got my 2 things here that I've took already. Okay. So this person's kind of like, well, I've took something from you also, which is a Leo. Right. And I'll take that. Some of this is like take children away, or someone threatening possibly to take children away, or that they have, and that you might have to go to court to get this person, but you've got to go through all of these people first, like to seek approval of. This might be a company owning, that you want to own your own company or something, but you've got to go through all of these. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Strength. It will take a lot, trust me, it'll take a lot of strength to get through all those. It seems that there are a lot of people that there has to go through. Like it has to go through one person, then it has to go through another, and then another. Finally get to this energy here. To finally get to this answer, I've got to go through, like some of it might have to come to you, meaning like you've got to go through me first. If you want to get to your auntie or uncle or a brother or a mother or sister, you're going to have to ask me first. And then about love. But there's another queen here that could be very, I mean, the queen, it depends on whether you get whether you piss them off or not. But the strength is showing strength and determination to keep doing that. Like, well, I'll just persist to keep doing that, and persist and persist and persist. So it's kind of like someone persists to know something. But this, a lot of you, this feeling is coming through that people that have gone through something like very controlling with someone, okay, or still are, and a lot of that would be to do with like having to go through the court first to finally get this marriage over with, or to get this land settlement, or to get this money so you can afford to like do more with it, or actually spend time with your kids without all of this hanging over your head. Because I've never seen 3 kings, 3 kings, 3 kings, 3 queens come out like that. Because it seems that everybody's taking a seat in this. This is a company as well. Like everybody's got parts of this company, and some of it goes to sisters and some of it goes to brothers or other mums. Yeah, we're going to have to clarify those. So that's your reading so far, Aries. I hope you guys could see that. But yeah, I kind of try to do my best through that. So I'm going to continue on with your timeline and then clarify some of this to really tell me what it is about. Sorry if my energy was a bit scattered, but I've had so much to do. But you can find the link to the extended readings that you have access to all of them. Okay, and that is over on Patreon. You can find it in the show more section. You can also reach out for a personal reading, but please keep this in mind that it is general and that you do get cross watchers. So I can't engage on full lots of energy unless it's personal reading. But you can reach out for one below if you want it. Okay, but this is from the 1st to the 15th of February. Continue on and then clarify some cards. Okay, all right, guys. You can find everything to other stuff that I run as well, other websites and things. You can find all that in the description box. All right, Aries. Thanks very much, guys. I'll catch you again soon.